southwest town of Butte, Montana was established in 1864. It was once known as being the richest hill on earth. This claim was due to the treasures hidden here in the Rocky Mountains. Incredible deposits of copper, silver, and gold were discovered and mined in Butte. Straddling the Continental Divide, Butte began as a mining camp. Over the next several years, a massive influx of miners inundated the town. And with that rapid increase in population, the town began to earn a reputation. The area's red light district became known as the Line or the Copper Block. It was here that any vice known to man was readily available and abundant. Dumas Brothel was the most infamous, and the business ran for over 100 years. The brothel finally shut down in 1982, being the last of its kind to close. However, its reputation continues, but this time as a haunted hotspot. The ghosts of former madams, workers, a judge, and malevolent spirits remain. With such a sordid past, it's no wonder the entirety of Uptown Butte is haunted. The Uptown area is also included on the National Register of Historic Places. With nearly 6,000 buildings, Butte has one of the largest historic districts in the U.S. The abundance of mine workers led to a number of unions being formed. Rivalries between these groups instigated labor riots and bloodshed. Fire spread through the mines on June 8, 1917 that killed 168 people. This tragedy became known as the Speculator Mine Disaster. In the wake of this incident, over 15,000 miners protested and held strikes. The old St. James Hospital is rumored to be very, very haunted, quote-unquote. Spectral candlelight has been seen through the windows of the old site. Visitors to the old St. James have reported disembodied voices and objects moving. The Copper King Mansion was constructed in 1884 by William A. Clark. The 34-room home now functions as a bed and breakfast and museum. And it is also said to be haunted by the Copper King who built it. Shadows, cold spots, and a warm, welcoming presence are a few claims. The old Cabbage Patch shantytown is another hotbed of activity. The Hennessy Mansion, built in the 1890s, is still inhabited by the original owner. DJ Hennessy was his name, and his presence is often seen in the basement gym. The World Museum of Mining has haunted tours of the mines. These hair-raising descents are hosted by Cross Country Paranormal. The old Butte Historic Adventures building has ghosts in the basement and attic areas. Shadows watch the staff of the Club 13 bar. The Butte Silver County Courthouse holds the ghost of Miles Fuller, a man wrongfully accused of murdering a fellow prospector. Fuller was executed via hanging, and for a century now remains. With such a rich and often violent history, it is no wonder Butte has so many ghosts. Copper mines peaked and dwindled in the early 20th century. It is fitting the leading source of work resides in environmental cleanup efforts. To to reverse the damage pioneers caused in pursuit of the American dream.